Sorry I followed you, but I never get out of Candlekeep, and those monks are such a bore. Never any decent coin in their pockets, neither. I saw Gorion, and I'm so sorry. Kind of figured something bad might happen to you out here. How could you have known? Gorion did not even tell me. I accidentally read a letter on his desk the other day. Can't remember exactly what it said, but he might still have... It might be on his body. Anyway, I'm not going to let you wander around out here all alone. Never let a friend down. No, sir. Stick with you until you say otherwise, I will. And I've never actually stress-tested Imoen, but as far as I know, she is true to her word and will stay in your party pretty much no matter what. Like, you actually have to do something pretty despicable to get Imoen to leave. She is a good character, and she is probably one of, if not the, best good character. Let's take a quick look at Imoen's stats. So right off the bat, Imoen has very good stats for an NPC. She's got a max dexterity as a thief, and that's actually, you know, you'd think that there would be a lot of characters in this game who can accompany you on your quest that have a maxed out stat in their most important stat. This is not the case. This is not the case at all. Even some of the better characters don't actually have the max stat where it counts. Imoen also has a 16 constitution, and if you remember, or were there, from when I was talking about the breakpoints and stats, that means that she's going to get the maximum number of hit points per level. As a thief, she does not need the 18. And she also has a 16 charisma, which makes her a good party leader. If you yourself dumped charisma. I wonder who would do that. But here's something interesting. She has a 17 intelligence. I wonder what we could use that for. Well, we can't do it yet. But one of the classic things to do with Imoen is about the time she hits either 5th or 6th level, depending on your taste. You can dual class her into a wizard, into a mage. Now, dual classing is something that only the human characters can do. And oftentimes, I will make human characters as my main protagonist because of how powerful dual classing can become. You can only dual class once, so you can only get 2 classes as opposed to multi-classing, which gives you 3. But if you remember from what I said when it came to multi-classing, I personally think having 3 classes splits your pool a little bit too much. But the great thing about dual classing is, as opposed to multi-classing, where you have to level up both classes at the same time, thus splitting all your XP, you can take your character, get some type of key attribute that you want from that character. In the case of Imoen, what we want her to have is we want her to have maxed out find traps. We want her to be able to, we're going to dump as many points into find traps as we can, and then we're going to put the remainder of points in open locks. And then we're going to convert her over to mage. And from that point on, rather than leveling up thief and mage together, she just levels up as a mage. And therefore can get to a far higher level as a mage than if she had leveled up thief at the same time. Only now she gets to have, you know, find traps and open locks, as well as backstab. There is only one drawback to dual class. When you dual class, you start your new class at 1st level. You get to keep some of your hit points, But all of your stats, as far as THAC0 and saving throws, are all going to be your first level stats. Then, you also lose, temporarily, all of your abilities from whatever class you dual classed out of. So when I initially dual class her from Thief, she's going to lose all of her Thief abilities. This is annoying, but it's worth it. Once she exceeds her level that she achieved, and for me, I'm probably going to take her up to 5th or 6th, as I said. So in other words, once she becomes a 7th level mage, she gets those Thief abilities back, and then she gets to keep whatever the best stat is from each of her classes. Of course, as she levels up, the wizard will eventually just outclass the Thief. So we have a question. Does XP to level adjust back to level 1? Yes, it does. She levels up just like she was a level 1 character. So she's only going to need, I believe it's 2,500 experience points to get to level 2 wizard, etc. and so forth. I personally believe that in many cases dual classing can be powerful. However, with the enhanced edition, they made some changes to the way multi-classing works. Back in vanilla Baldur's Gate and Baldur's Gate 2, dual classing was almost entirely the more powerful option of the two versions of running two classes. In Enhanced Edition, however, they've changed the way that epic feats work. As opposed to being keyed off of level, they're now keyed off of experience points. And that's your total experience points, not the experience points in each class. So you get access to your epic level abilities a lot sooner than you would have in the original Baldur's Gate 2. Now, of course, we don't have to worry about that until Baldur's Gate 2. But that is why I chose a multi-class character instead of a dual-class character. So this way, I get both Time Stop and Whirlwind, which is always fun. So that's Imoen for us. She's probably going to stay in the party, because she is one of the better thieves, and then, eventually, a pretty decent mage.
Not a problem.
We've got some more party members we've got to pick up, though.
Hello there.
Well, a busy day for me today indeed. Strange noises through the night, and now a plethora of people strolling about the wood. You do look a touch more hospitable than the last two I met, though. Well met, stranger. I am called Colsid. Let's go, Desperate. Could you help me? My foster father and I were attacked last eve, and now I'm not sure where to go. The carnage to the north must be the aftermath of your little skirmish, then. I am most assuredly sorry about your predicament, though there be little I can do for you. Excuse me. I have nothing of serviceable value to impart except common sense in few directions. A ways east of here you should find a crossroads. North of there is the Friendly Arm Inn, and south is the town of Baragost. Both can offer shelter, though the rates at the Friendly Arm are likely better. It's a friendlier atmosphere for a young adventurer as well. Stay close to the roads, and will make your journey safer. But that will depend on where you're heading as well. I cannot accompany you, though there were a pair of travelers not far up the road. They might offer assistance, but I would be wary of the cost. I don't like the look of them myself. Can you do nothing else? I could use any help. I have little to give besides advice and goodwill. Make friends where you can, as traveling alone is almost certain death. You will want to surround yourself with like-minded companions, lest risk your making enemies in your own party. Aside from this little tidbit of wisdom, I'd say you're on your own. Luck be with you. I think, should I be mean or... we'll be nice for now. I am a neutral character, not an asshole. Oh, hi! How are you doing? And we meet a gibberling. Let's kill the gibberling. This should not take very long. See? Oh, it was a diseased gibberling. It wasn't even a true gibberling. Diseased gibberling. So we were doing it a favor, you know, putting it out of its misery. So, I mentioned earlier in the stream the benefits of playing evil versus the benefits of being good, and how I thought that as a general rule, being good is the better way to go. You get better quest rewards, you have access to more quests. Just on the whole, like, even if you're playing neutral or even evil, you want to be as heroic, we shall say, as possible. One of the other drawbacks to playing an evil character, at least in my opinion, is that for some reason, BioWare decided to interpret all evil characters as either surly or prickish. And this is no exception.
Montaron, you are so aggravating. 'Tis disturbing to my demeanor.
That's out wandering the wilderness. Surely you must not be none too bright to be traveling these roads. And you look a bit scuffed, too. A fine pair of troubles all your own. Indeed, I can offer you healing potions if you wish, as a token of goodwill. Well, I'd be grateful for any assistance. Nothing to fear from these simple potions, and I'll not even hold you in debt, though your conscience know otherwise. Just like all good people. Perhaps as payment, you would go with us to Nashkel. It is a troubled area, and we mean to investigate some disturbing rumors surrounding the local mines. Some acquaintances are very concerned about the iron shortage. Specifically, where to lay blame in the matter. You would be useful, though I'll not hold you to it. We are to meet the mayor of the town, a man named Baron Gatskill, I believe. Your conscience be your guide. I would join with you, but I must meet someone first. Perhaps you will go with me? We've precious little time, but it's best to travel accompanied. I will go with you. You owe us for our time, though. So now we have Xar and Montaron. They are evil. They are very, very evil. Montaron is a multi-class fighter thief, and he's pretty good at what he does. He does come in tow with Xar, our chaotic evil necromancer, who is definitely not the best wizard that you can get, which is to say, he is not Edwin. Hey guys, it's Divine Erdrick. If you like what you saw, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe for more content coming soon. You can also follow me at twitch.tv/derdrick or on Twitter at Divine Erdrick. Thanks again.